Morning folks, Pete Yetton here, Managing Director of Remarkablelaw Consultancy Limited for another vlog. We've been doing some filming, so this is getting all the SEO and all the funky bits done at the moment. And I've posted a couple of ones that are a little bit older, well, not older, I mean less than a month old, but just trying to keep that engagement going and that connection and that chat, okay? So the important thing to these vlogs is that they are one-take vlogs and with 5 minutes. It's important that you see that they're one take and not edited, they're not scripted, just so you can see that the flow of information that comes out of me as the MD of the company and other consultants which I have on board. It's a real place of experience and passion and knowledge, and that's what you get when you contract with us. Okay, so we know exactly what we're doing. And we know how to identify which pebbles to uncover and where the issues are. So the one take's really important. Okay, let's commence with this one. So we have a couple of things to talk about today. First thing is really that international student recruitment numbers are up, and there's quite a few papers now obviously saying that, some data's coming through. Personally, I'm not surprised. I've always expected the numbers to be pretty good this year, given what's happening around the world, given how the US is looking, given how there is some obviously instability around Europe now, and Australia's own policies, and also the UK is a really good destination for students to come to. So I'm not surprised. So what is massively important when we're hearing this from an institutional point of view, from a sponsor's point of view, is that we have a purposeful direction and strategy of what we're doing with these student recruitment numbers. And I say this because I have had many contracts where it's hard to pinpoint an actual strategy that the sponsor is working towards, that you can put in a document and it is translated throughout the whole institution. So important that it's translatable, because there is no point in having this top end exec strategy, which I can talk with at some length with, which is fine, but that not being understood by someone who is dealing with assessments or administration of some postgrad research students, or someone who is doing some student support, or a UKVI compliance advisor. It needs to be understood, because that's what gives people the goal and direction of why they're doing things that are quite stressful at times, they're quite high risk, and they know that the institution is getting constantly looked at by the Home Office. So a strategy is massively important. If you need help to create one, just contact us, right? We can do that, basic or complex. We've got to have a strategy. When the Home Office comes in, we're telling them exactly, this is our direction, this is our strategy for the next 2 years, this is our plan for 2025, 2030, and then it's aligned throughout. There are definitely some strategies that you can see on websites, which is great. We've got to get it into some form of document so it's understood. So then when you're working with the rest of your institution, they're clearly aligned to what you're doing and where you're going. Why that's so important is that COVID has caused a lot of problems within the sector, which is why we're so busy as a consultancy now, and have been for the last sort of 4 years, is we've had breakdown in some process, we've had breakdown in team connection, because we had that remote style of working, and people with experience have left. There's been redundancies because of financial issues within the sector, and we've lost some key experience. So what I'm doing a lot of now is just recreating quite basic processes really, and then complex processes and strategy to how we were back in 2018, potentially in 2019, where we did handle high risk probably a lot better, I would say, because the teams were a lot connected and there was a lot more connection with communication. And the sector itself was a lot more collaborative. It's getting better, but still we've got some way to go. So strategy, purposeful. It's got to be purposeful, people. And if we've got a private provider attached to us as well, we've got to align it. Where you're in partnership. The key risk in the future is going to be affiliated partnerships, okay? It's how someone else's non-compliant practices are going to affect you. So we've got to get this piece right and get hands across the water. Final thing then is agents. While we're looking at our processes, looking at these student numbers coming in, we've got to get the agent piece correct. We've got to help the agent to be far more focused and get them to select the best students that they possibly can do, and then help them focused on their application and help them get across the line. It doesn't mean coaching. It means meant to do what the agent are told to do, and in their training under the British Council is to help them as part of your partnership. The agents are a part of your industry, sponsors, and you have to help them get there. They are not a separate entity, and we need to bring them together. So that's my thoughts for this week. There'll be another vlog at the end of the week. So have a wonderful time, another nice week, and stay connected.